Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I have set up my PC to be able to record my gameplay better than using Fraps. I'm actually using my Elgato on my PC, so this is pretty awesome. And today, as you can see, we're going to do a Let's Play of Game Dev Tycoon. Now, I've spent way too much time playing this game, but it's really fun and addicting, and I'm just going to show you guys what it's like. So let's go ahead and get started. I did start a new game, and I can skip the tutorial here. I'm actually going to go ahead and just show you guys what the tutorial says. So it says, hello there, it seems that you've already played it before. You can get right into development and skip the tutorial messages. Note that you can always review tutorial messages, even the ones you have skipped, in the help menu while you play a game. So let's go ahead and not skip because I want to show you guys how this game is played. So welcome to my goodness, if I could read. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. So right up here is actually where it shows you what year you're on, and it shows you that you're on year 1, month 1, week 1. Before you start your adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to name this Dynamic Gaming. And my player name is going to be my name. We'll just go ahead and choose female, and that sounds good. Since you've played the game before, you can choose to use all previously gained hints in this new game. Would you like to import all your previously gained hints? Yes, because I want to show you guys certain games do very well and some other ones don't. And I want to let you know right now that you can choose different consoles to make your games on as the years progress in the game. But what we're going to do in this game is that I basically want to just stay at making games for the PC. But like the games for the PC, they do better with certain audiences and with certain types of gaming. So I'll go ahead and show you all that. I just want to leave the hints in there so that you can see the different types of games you can do. So see right here, I actually have a couple games going right here, and I will go ahead and just restart Dynamic Gaming. I guess I already had a game named that, but we'll go ahead and just start again. So this is still a tutorial. If you ever want to review the tutorial messages, press escape. Okay. Congratulations, you've started your very own game development company. At the moment, your office is in the garage, and you are the only employee, but don't worry, many successful businesses have started out this way. Let's start developing your first game. Close this message and click anywhere on the screen to bring up the action menu. Now, I've also noticed I've played like 3 or 4 of these games. You want to move fast. Like, I try to move as fast as I can, because this thing right here is like the progress of the week, and it just goes like blip, 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 like immediately. So you want to move as fast as possible. So as soon as I close this menu, I'm just going to go ahead and right click. Oh, no, left click. Never mind. Okay, see, it already went just a little ways. So let's go ahead and develop a game. Before development can begin, you have to decide what kind of game you want to create and give your game a name. You can also select which graphic technology your game should use. Your options are initially limited, but once you have a bit of experience, you'll be able to unlock new options. Okay, so this is actually just where the game title goes, and let's see what topics we have started with. So they actually give you different topics to start with. As you can see here, these are the hints that I've already unlocked. And if you go back here, it has your different genres and the platforms. So like I said, the G64 actually ends up going off the market, but this is what I have to get used to, is that I don't know when it goes off the market. This also shows you what the cost to start the development for the game is, the market share of the console, and then the genres for which genres people play with the G64. So we're just going to go ahead and keep with the PC. As you can see, it does the action RPG kind of like the same, but the simulation, strategy, and adventure are actually better. So let's go ahead and pick the PC. We're going to choose topic. Now these right here, the Y, E, and M, are obviously the audience. It's the youth, everyone, and mature. So let's go ahead and start with a military game. And here is where you want to see if the military is going to be good with either of these genres. So let's just go ahead and show action. Now since I've already played this game, it'll show right here that this is a great combo, and you actually have to choose this combo, and once you get reviews, it'll tell you which games do better with which genres. So as you can see here, like military and adventure is terrible, and so forth. Like with RPG, no games have been made on this in the game of using military and RPG. So I actually wouldn't know what that would do, as well as simulation and strategy. So military strategy is a great combo. We're going to go military action on PC, and we can name this, I'm not very creative, in the bunker. Okay, so to start this game is actually going to be $10,000. This is your starting cash flow is 70,000, so let's go next. And here is where you can choose the graphic options, where you can either do a text-based game or a 2D graphics game. We're actually just going to stick with the text-based because it's actually cheaper. This is just the cost with the 5,000, including the 5,000 here for the PC. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start development. And here is where everything kind of like goes up here in these little bubbles. Game development runs through 3 stages. At the beginning of each stage, you can decide what areas of the game you want to focus on. Picking the right focus for your game greatly increases the points you generate. So we'll have 3 different stages of development, and the first one's going to be coming up soon. This is actually, when you do development, it gives you the design and technology little bubble things. So think about what areas are important in your game and decrease the focus on areas you think are less important. While generating game reports, you can start to gain insights into the development process and learn about what works well and what doesn't work well, which, as you can see, like the action military is a great combo. This is just showing you during game development which is better. You're going to have 3 different choices for each development stage, and you have to choose sometimes like the dialogue or the AI. Once you do like a game report, it'll tell you which ones work better with that combination, that genre topic combination that you just made. So here, as you can see, with military action, the engine is very important. And I'm still trying to get used to this whole thing here. Like, I see that gameplay is 2 pluses and the story quests are 2 minuses. So I used to just like go by these sliders, but now I kind of just like look down here. And this is all like, it's not, I don't think there's like any perfect way to do it. The way that these work here, like design and technology, obviously the engine is going to be considered technology, the gameplay is the design, and the story and the quest are the design. So each development stage has different topics to go into either design or technology. And I'm probably like not explaining this very well, but oh well, you get the gist of it. So this is actually the first stage of development. You'll generate game points, which you can see bubbling up. Game points are divided into the design and technology points. The more points you generate, the better the game will be. From time to time there will be bugs, which will show up right here, and bugs should be fixed before the game is released. Research also helps. It helps you research new topics for each game and like more things that you could do for the game, such as like 3D graphics. You can do mono and stereo sound and like dialogue and cutscenes, and everything starts to unlock the further into the game you get. So let's go ahead and move on to development stage 2, and this is where artificial intelligence is very important, whereas the dialogue isn't, so we're just going to bring dialogue all the way down. And we'll move this one up a little bit, because it's got the 2, not the 3 pluses, but we still want more energy being put into artificial intelligence. You also have, while you're living in your garage, you get like a set fee for your expenses, which is $8,000 per month, which I don't know what the hell you're spending $8,000 a month on when you live in a garage. Because you never leave that desk, and that car never leaves the garage, so obviously you're not paying for gas. And who knows, you might not be paying for food either. I don't know who pays $8,000 a month for a garage. Okay, so continuing. During development, you can also select additional features for your game. Right now, you can only pick basic sounds, but your options will increase quickly. That's with the research points you can use to get better sound and so forth. You also see the graphic type selected to remind you of your choice. Oh, okay, so right here it shows once you do some research, you'll actually get more choices in each of the development stages. Right now we're just going to keep it, I think you can take sound out of the game, which we really don't need sound because it's just a text-based game, so we're going to actually save ourselves $5,000 there. And the graphics is just the text-based. So here is the third development stage, and we want most of the development to go towards the graphics. And then world design is not as important, and it's more time into sound than world, so let's go ahead and go. Look at us producing those bugs. Okay, the development of your first game is now complete. You can press finish button to publish your game, but you should only do that once you fix the majority of the bugs. So you actually have to kind of like watch out, because I know they did this on purpose. The bugs and the design is a very similar color as the bubbles are coming up. Like it's obvious right here that they don't look that close, but when they start bubbling up, like they could have at least made the bugs like bright red, then you would have known to like click finish. Sometimes once you hit finish, it takes your person a little bit of time to actually finish, and sometimes the bugs end up coming through. So let's just go ahead and hit OK. Releasing a game without fixing bugs can severely affect your ratings. Now I've had it actually where I didn't have any bugs and I released a game and the community complained about it, and if you don't fix the bugs, they bitch about it and you actually lose fans. So here we go, fixing. Okay, so the development of the game is now finished. While developing games, you gain experience and improve your skills. When development is completed, you will be presented with a summary of the experience gained. Okay, so this is basically where it's telling you that your game is complete. This is for the different portions of the development. You actually get leveled up. And then for each person that you have employed with your company, you'll actually have them get to different levels as well, whereas we are actually the only person in the company because we're in a garage, we're not big, so we only get to level up ourselves. And right here you can actually choose to trash game or release this game. I don't know why you'd want to trash the game. You can also change the title of the game up here as well. So let's just go ahead and release. Your game is now complete and will be handed off to publishing. You should see reviews and sales coming in for the game soon. So actually, this is where I start to move pretty fast again. Once I hit OK, I'm just going to go ahead and try to develop as many games as I can in the beginning. And like what I can do is that I can immediately click after this is done, after this tutorial pop-up leaves. I'll be able to start a game immediately before the reviews start to come in for the game that we just started. But just for sake of showing you guys how this game kind of works, I'm just going to let it go ahead and show the game review, and then we can end the episode here, and you guys can let me know if you want to see any more like let's plays, kind of like walkthrough, I guess, of Game Dev Tycoon. This is gonna be pretty fun. I don't know if you guys want to watch it, but just go ahead and, well, I know the comment section of YouTube kind of sucks right now, but if you have a Google Plus account, go ahead and leave a comment. And I believe you can like this video and still share this video, even if you don't have Google Plus. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe if you like what you see. So let's go ahead and hit OK and take a little bit of time to see what the critics have to say about In the Bunker. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's gonna be a bad one. Oh, okay, so 5. Fun at Stages by Star Games. 6 from Informed Gamer, shows potential. A 5 from Game Hero, has its moments. And a 4 from All Games, it is uninspiring. So basically, like, the good games are probably ranked, I'd say, like 7 to 9. The best games are like the 9 to 10, and then you horribly fail at basically this is basically a bad game. And I'm guessing it's because I didn't use the 2D graphics. It's because I went text-based on a military action. Obviously, like, who would want to play a military action game that has like text-based basically running off of like a command screen? Anyway, okay, so that's the reviews. Go ahead and close this. After publishing your game, you can invest a little bit of time to analyze your creation and generate a game report. Game reports are a great way to gain research points as well as valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. So to generate a game report, we're just going to go ahead and bring up the action menu and generate game report. This right here shows you the games that you can do a report on in this menu. If you don't do game reports right away, it actually just keeps the game right here, and you can do reports whenever. And the game reports, they bring up like the pluses and the minuses through the game development, like other games that I've actually played, and actually what my fiance had played. That's where all the pluses and minuses come from, and then like the different genres and like all that different stuff, like the pluses of everyone, you know, like all that stuff. Like the game report does everything. It tells you what works, what doesn't. Basically, what it just told you like 30 seconds ago, and I tried to just explain again, but that didn't really work. Right here actually shows the score for the game, which console it was put out on, and we haven't earned any income from it yet because it hasn't gone on the market. And we can always go back to this. Now, your game only sells for a certain amount of weeks. I've actually never like paid attention. But let's go ahead and select. Dynamic Gaming, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, In the Bunker. The game received favorable reviews, which such favorable. I'm sorry, I'm laughing about that. It got a 5 out of 10. Okay, with such a good start, Dynamic Gaming are sure to gain fans quickly. So right here we have no fans. And then this is where it's actually going to show you how many units you sold. Each one is going to be done by per week. So In the Bunker sold just over 2,100 units in its first week on the market. We made it at number 66 on the chart, which isn't too bad for a 5 out of 10 game. And this rank will just stay here. As the weeks progress, it'll show you the different how many units you've sold. So now that your game is on sale, you receive income from the game every week. You can see how well your game is doing by looking at the sales graph on the top of the screen. So here's the sales graph. For the first week, we actually gained 13 fans, and the units are right here sold, but this is how much we actually made in the sales, which is just under 15,000, which isn't too bad for a 5 out of 10 game. Come on, guys. And the bunker was so successful, we now have 13 fans. Okay, our post-release analysis of In the Bunker is complete, and now we have the following results. No new insights. Okay, that's just gonna be one of those things that everything that I've actually done for this type of game is already unlocked, basically. So what we could have done is that we could have done a military RPG game and done a game report, and it could tell us here whether RPG and military goes together, which I'm sure would probably be a pretty terrible decision, or a pretty terrible combo. Game reports are a great way to gain more research points, which are right here. It pays off to generate a report for each game you release. Basically, it's for the research, now that I got a lot of stuff unlocked, but you can, if you ever get this game, definitely do the research after every single game out. I'm sorry, the game report. Okay, now that you've completed your first game report, it's a good idea to look at the research menu. To open the research menu, close this menu and click anywhere on the screen. So actually, we're going to go ahead and save that for another episode, and I hope you guys like this, and stay tuned for another one.